Sometimes I think people imagine a bookish person as someone who reads 100+ books a year, annotates every page, or owns a giant library, although that would be really nice. But I honestly think that it doesn't fully capture what it means to be bookish. It feels limited, and we're unlimited. Hello there, fellow bookish beings. It's Cheska, and lately I have been thinking what the word bookish means because I love books and I'm trying to integrate them more in my life. However, there are some days, well, most days, I don't really feel like I fit into that image perfectly. I don't read the fastest. I don't understand all of the references that I read. There are some words which are too archaic for me, too deep, too unfamiliar. And sometimes I just want to read for the sake of escapism. So it made me ask, what does it really mean to be bookish? Let's start with the etymology. I hope I don't have chocolate mustache. The word bookish dates back in the 1550s, and it originally meant devoted to books or excessively fond of reading. And interesting but unsurprising twist, it had a negative connotation before. So when you're bookish, it means that you are detached from reality because you're too absorbed in books, like our lovely Mary Bennet from Pride and Prejudice. So to me, it feels like we have carried that negatively nuanced definition up to now. That being bookish means that you have to live more in books, more than in life. And don't get me wrong, I would love to live, like literally be gobbled up in my favorite books. But I think that's where some people get the feeling of this quiet exclusion or intimidation even, because online nowadays being bookish can only look like reading 10-15 books per month, or annotating everything perfectly or not annotating them at all, or having very deep intellectual analysis all the time. And if you don't do those things, then it can feel like you are not enough of a reader, or you're not worthy of being called bookish or earning that title, or you're classified only into a certain type of reader. The more I read and the more that I build my life around books, the more I realize that that definition really feels incomplete, and that there are such high barriers to entry in the bookish community, which is a topic that I would like to explore later on. So going back to our main question, what does it mean to be bookish? Well, to me, the core of bookishness is building a life around curiosity, imagination, and reflection. Like thinking of a sentence long after you've read it because it just made you feel oomph. Or seeing the ordinary magic in real life after reading a fantastical or whimsical read. Reading has taught me to enjoy slowness, made me have more patience, and really be attentive to the ordinary things in life that we may be taking for granted because reality can be too oppressive sometimes. And this doesn't happen in a perfectly aesthetic reading setup all the time. Even if I keep on wishing that my tiny apartment would be the perfect Parisian appartement, it happens on those small imperfect moments, like on the commute, in the metro, for example, when you can't stop reading even if you are squeezed among people because the book hooked you so much, or during work lunch, or after such a long day. And lastly, for me, being bookish isn't about escaping life completely. Instead, it's about letting books exist alongside life. Yes, there are days, months when I read books to escape my life. When I had a long day or a long month or a long year, when the French bureaucracy has been trapping me in a never-ending cycle of paperwork, or when I'm just not feeling good enough. I would simply want to pet dragons, twirl in gothic castles, be bitten by vampires, and live so, I can become a vampire and have their powers and read as many books as I want. Or be the character that falls in love in the English countryside. But strangely, after closing a chapter or closing my book, and then I look around, it has lifted some of those sorrows, some of those daily miseries that I am feeling, and it's made me appreciate life even more. I start noticing small, beautiful things that I would have ignored before just because someone did not appreciate me that day. The point is that books make me see the magic in the ordinary, as if they've always been there and I just needed these books to teach me how to see it. So for me, being bookish isn't about proving how many books you've read or only reading physical books, because ebooks, audiobooks, mangas, graphic novels are amazing too. It's really more about how deeply you let stories stay with you, resonate with your experiences. It's about curiosity and reflection and just having a fun time, and the openness to the ways books can reshape the way you see the world. The nice thing is that this kind of bookish life doesn't require more time, more expertise, or more money, just intentional shifts. So watch out for my next video where I share 5 easy ways to be more bookish in a very ordinarily bookish way. And if you have counted how many times I've said bookish in this video, then let me know in the comments down below. And if you haven't subscribed, please do so. It really helps me a lot, motivates me to produce more content. And thank you for listening to my ramblings, and I will see you in the next book. Bye!